Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow, 10 of Pentacles. This is wealth. This is the completion of whatever kind of work you are involved in right now. I think this is a lot of resources coming your way. This is your best life. Yeah, this is the jackpot here. This, to me, feels like the really big win. This is, I mean, it's a pile of money, right? It's a bucket full of cash. It's a lot of wealth coming your way. Right? And of course, wealth means different things to different people. Maybe you're not interested in money. Maybe you don't want the money, right? Whatever wealth means to you. And that's a very important question that I think we should all take some time to ponder. What do you need in your life to feel like you are wealthy? Yeah. What has the most value and meaning to you? Well, let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on here. Oh, 6 of Cups. See, that's the good life. That's a very good day. Maybe wealth to you is being able to live a tranquil life, being able to have meaningful connections, meaningful experiences, deep, connected, intimate relationships, right? We've got that Hermit energy. Got a 4 of Wands. We've got the Devil card. Interesting. And we've got a Queen of Pentacles. I like that. To me, it seems like the Queen of Pentacles because, you know, it is water and earth, right? The Queen of Pentacles, water and earth, water and earth. This is you living your absolute wealthiest, meaningfulest life, right? This is the Queen of Pentacles who is this, has this right here. How do you get this? Well, we've got Hermit and we've got Devil card, right? So I wonder if this is kind of a solo climb up this mountain. I wonder if you are very much focused on your ambitions, on your, maybe it's a career thing. We've got the Chariot card there too. Got some fire energy and 8 of Pentacles. I wonder if you are very much, because that Hermit and that Devil, those are both very solo cards, right? They're both very much kind of doing something on their own terms. They don't need a lot of people around. It's kind of like you have your own path here. And you are climbing up this mountain with such ambition. Maybe this is a career thing. Maybe you are climbing right to the top of this kind of corporate ladder, right to the top of this the financial world, whatever this might be for you. Whatever this wealth means to you. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, right? This is you with the ambition to do that. And you don't need anyone holding your hand, right? You got the Hermit and the Devil. You've got everything you need within you. You are the lamp, right? You are the goat that's kind of leaping across these mountainous crags, right? It's like you're leaping over every obstacle. You're not just going one rung of the ladder at a time. You're like leaping up 5 or 6 steps at it. It's like you're jumping up the stairs. Don't do that. It sounds dangerous. But this isn't just like a slow, steady climb. This is like you're jumping from one level to the next. Yeah. So you really have a tremendous ambition to achieve something. Yeah. Whatever this might be, this best life. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, I always say, get out a sheet of paper, get out a pencil, draw a picture of your best life. What would it look like? You got your pets in there, your plants, your people around there somewhere, right? Or if you're like me, you can't draw, write it down, make a list. What does wealth mean to you? Maybe we put that in the comments. Maybe I'm asking you, what is wealth? What do you need in your life to really make you feel wealthy? Well, we've got the Six of Cups. That is definitely connection. That is definitely love and affection and intimacy. This is a sense of community. See, it's kind of a contrast, right? Because we were talking about, well, you're this solo climber here. You're climbing up Everest all by yourself. Don't do that either. That sounds dangerous. I think you need a climbing buddy. But as far as this work that you're doing, whatever this endeavor is, whatever your mountain is right now, I feel like you're climbing it by yourself, but it's meant to really bring people together, bring family together, create a family, create an opportunity for you to just kind of have good days, right? Good days, no more storms, right? Six of Cups, tranquility. This is maybe it's a life by the lake, not having to worry about money, not having to worry about stuff, just being able to live in harmony with the world, with nature, with your family, loved ones, your pets, your plants, your people. So I'm interested in this duality here between this solo climb and then this kind of sense of community. Maybe it's you alone in nature with this kind of harmony and resonance. But I feel like there's something more there too. Yeah, I feel like you are very, very independent, and maybe you feel this kind of split too, Libra. Maybe it's like you want to be by yourself, you want to do things your way, you want to just be alone out at your lake house, living life, having this tranquil, good life. But at the same time, you do want people to share it with, right? And we can feel both ways. That's okay, right? We can want both things. That's okay. I feel like the closer you get to this goal, the more you are starting to consider these things. And maybe it's a situation where you're ready to find that special someone to share all of this with. Or find your people, or find your community. Maybe you're moving to the mountains. Maybe you're going to go live by that lake up in the mountains, and that's going to be your community. Those people, those are your people. Yeah. What I see with the Four of Wands back here is we're tying up a lot of loose ends. I almost feel like are you selling property or I don't know if you're getting things packed and moved out. I feel like you're kind of, you're signing stuff, you're packing stuff up, you're getting rid of things. It's kind of like you're taking care of all these loose ends. You're tying things up so that you can be ready. It's kind of like before you go to Everest, you kind of got to sell some of your stuff. You got to get somebody to take your fish and watch your dog for you. And then you go and you go on your trek, right? Your expedition. So I feel like the Four is us finishing up a lot of things. Maybe you're signing the car over to somebody else, or not as a renunciation, but as a kind of economy, right? Of releasing a lot of things that you don't need to carry with you. You can't take everything with you to Mount Everest, right? So it's kind of like we're trying to minimize things right now because we're about to do this really big thing. We're about to really get to the top of this mountain. We're about to completely change, our life here. And I feel like right now you're kind of down in this hermit mode. And the hermit is a bit of a renunciate, right? Likes to be minimal. And maybe this is your aspiration. Maybe you want to be house in the woods, by the lake, chopping wood, kind of doing the chores, not with a lot of stuff, not with a lot of ties, not with a lot of entanglements, right? The hermit does not want to be entangled, wants to live by its own guiding light. You wake up in the morning and you know that you have a bunch of chores to do. You got to go chop wood and get the water and stuff. But there's something special about that because it's your self-sustaining efforts. You're not entangled with all this other stuff. Yeah. But I think at the same time, we kind of have this desire for a little bit of entanglement, or the right kind of entanglement. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card now. This is the bonus card, confirmation card. It's a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. Oh, we got some volunteers. Mystery card's going to go over here with Mr. Ed, the little horse right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but look what we have volunteering from the tarot pack, none other than the Justice card, your power card. This is the card that says you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have the best of both worlds. You can have no entanglements, but you can also have intimacy. You can live alone in the woods, by a lake, in the forest, whatever, but you can also have your people. You can have a sense of community. You can have intimate relationships. You can have bonds. You know, you can find your tribe. This might be you live up in the country, but sometimes you like to go wander around in the city. Yeah. This is your power card. You can have everything you want, but we've got to find the balance. And I think the further you get up this mountain, the closer you get to your ideal success, that 10 of Pentacles, the more you realize that it's kind of a fine balance. It's a very delicate balance that you have to maintain. You know, the further up you get, the narrower the path, right? We also have the High Priestess. This is your destiny. This is your fate. This is you understanding that the paradise awaits you. Your best life. See, that kind of looks like the Empress colors behind the High Priestess, right? The High Priestess is that intuition. It's that spiritual communication that's showing you what is just beyond. It's so close now you can see the colors. You know, you can see it. It's so close, right? You can smell the flowers. But we've got this final push up this hill. Yeah. And we've got another 5 of Wands, which we have down here as well. We've got a 3 of Cups, which I think goes there. We've got a 6 of Swords, which I think is very important because we don't have any other air energy. The 6 of Swords is saying, your heart knows the way. Don't trust the mind. The mind is going to go back and forth, wishy-washy, on the fence, waffling. No, don't trust the mind. Follow the heart. All right, follow the heart. We've got the Chariot card too. So we've got the Hermit, we've got the Devil, we've got the Chariot. And the Chariot really, I think, is that type of energy that can travel between the two worlds. You can be the Hermit, but then you can also kind of go down in the into the city and be the magician, right? Both very, very sensible energies. One is kind of solitary, and of course the magician likes to be the center of attention, wants it, and it could be that really you're coming down from the mountain and you are like that kind of wizard, you know, the hermit that's kind of that's roaming around town, and everybody kind of flocks to them, right? Everybody wants to get to know them. Oh, the hermit's down from the mountain now. Let's let's get the wisdom from the hermit. You know, let's ask our questions now before they go back up the hill. So I don't know if that's kind of the way that you approach your life or your maybe family and friends, if you kind of stay off doing your own thing, but sometimes, you know, you make an appearance, right? So I don't think that you really like constant social interaction. I think you want intimacy. You want a close, tight-knit group of friends or family, which we see here with, of course, all of this water energy, the 3 and the 6 of Cups. You want you want intimate relationships, but with select people, right? It's not very often that you go out and socialize. You like to kind of stay home just with your close energy, your close people, your pets, your plants. But sometimes I feel that sometimes you do like to go out and do the social thing. Yeah, but that's not your kind of general energy right now. You're very much in this, and maybe the hermit really is more of this kind of nose to the grindstone, kind of focused energy. We're focused on climbing this mountain to get our best life. right? And we know exactly what we want and how that feels. And the Three of Cups really is the celebration. I think that this is something that you are going to celebrate with your close friends and family. And it may even be, well, there may even be an occasion for like a bigger party. I don't know if there is some kind of a, like a celebration being planned, right? And I don't think it's for you, but I think you're going to be invited to something. You're not going to want to go, but you're going to go because it's a friend or a family. I don't know if it's a graduation thing, if it's a wedding, or if it's just a birthday party. I think you're going to go and you're going to have a good time. And that's going to be, okay, that's it for the year. You know, you're going to go focus back on your work, right? And I don't know that this is really how you always are. I feel like right now, because you have this ambition climbing this mountain, it necessitates you being a little bit of a hermit, right? So this is your energy now. But then kind of in the future, with that Queen of Pentacles, this is you kind of looking back at, well, looking back at all of this hermit mode, climbing this mountain, and realizing that it was all worth it, that it was your destiny. You were in your power, you're in your zone, you accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. This is you living your tranquil life by the lake, right? Nothing better than this. And now you don't have to be hermit mode anymore. Now maybe you're inviting people over. You're going out to see other people. Now there's this ease, this freedom. Now there's this travel, possibility. And the Chariot, maybe literally with the traveling. So I feel like you are very sociable by nature, but right now there's this intense focus and it requires this hermit energy. Okay. Let's go to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I appreciate that very, very much. So we've got 2 5s of wands. All right, so really got 10 of wands. And this is struggle, this is strife, this is fighting, this is conflict, this is wrestling with things, I think, internally and externally. So it could be that we're kind of these two minds. And, well, Libra, you are the balance, right? So if we put your power card right here, you're having to weigh both of these options, right? Because sometimes we're struggling internally. We really want to maybe go out and just socialize, take a break, but we know we've got to focus and stick to our project, our path, whatever this expedition is. And then the fighting externally is that we have to tell people no. We have to try to disentangle ourselves from the external world so that we can focus on this stuff. So it's a yin-yang thing, right? Black is white, white is black. We want to go out and be social because I think that's really your ultimate nature, is making connections. But we're forced to deny ourselves for the sake of this work that we're doing right now. And then, of course, we have to deal with the external part of that too. And it really is a delicate balance in your life right now. Yeah, I think you are kind of trying to juggle a lot of things. This work, this project, whatever this ambition is, friends, family, other responsibilities, that sort of thing, right? Also, who's walking with a limp now? I feel like somebody, I don't know, maybe it's you. I feel like there was some physical activity and somebody hurt a leg. It feels like a hip thing more than like a knee or ankle. It feels like a hip. I don't know if somebody was doing some activity and they fell. Something like that, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, maybe while they were gardening? No, it feels more of a sport kind of thing to me. But anyway, the 8 of Pentacles is in the position of your environment. And this is the way that you're climbing this mountain. It's a delicate process. And this, sometimes this is a card that says you have to do things step by step, detail by detail by detail, very slow, very meticulous, which is true. It's a delicate process. You are leaping up the mountain, though. You're making this progress very, very fast, and I feel like you've got to make sure that we don't get distracted by any of this kind of this friction, this conflict, we've got to maintain that balance, because this is a very delicate process, and I feel like you are running up the hill. If you're running up the hill, you've got to make sure that you have a very strict attention on that path, because you're running, So this is us trying to be patient while we're rushing. Yeah. This is us trying to rush while we are kind of in a patient energy. It's a lot of this kind of contradiction here, because in order to go fast, you have to go slow. In order to go slow, you have to go fast, right? You're growing something, you're building something that I feel like at some point you're going to show other people something. I don't know if maybe you're building a home. Maybe this is literally the cabin in the woods that you're building. It's something that you're producing that others will be able to see with their eyes, like in a literal way. Yeah. I don't know if it's some kind of a creative thing, or if this is maybe when you reach this level of success, it's this big party that you throw, something like that. I feel November is a very important month for you. Maybe this is something you're planning on, like hosting the holidays, right? When the next round of the seasonal holidays come along, maybe you're planning on kind of hosting those. And that's something for people to come over and see your new life, your new house, whatever it is. But you're working on something now that I think other people will literally be able to see once you're done. Yeah. And it could be a piece of art, could be, I don't know, but I feel like it's something that people are going to gather into. It does feel like a house to me, like a home. Yeah. And even that the Chariot energy suggests the idea of a house and a home. The Two of Wands here, that's in the position of what we don't want. And we don't want to feel in conflict with ourselves, right? And that's the expansion of this. The 2-5 of Wands is kind of the same thing as right here. Because if we feel torn in two directions, if we feel there's too much friction and fighting outside, too much friction and fighting inside, then we start really to lose our way. So we really do not want this card. Our will has to be 1, not 2. See, this is Mars and Aries. This is kind of now we're running so fast up the hill, but we're getting distracted. We're trying to fight different things. We're wrestling. There's friction. There's conflict. We're going to fall. We're going to fall. And we're going to lose the progress we have. We have to stay on track. Yeah. And at the end of it all, we've got this Chariot card. There is the possibility that this is travel. Maybe this is people traveling to see you, right, in this kind of home environment. I feel strongly there's a connection with some kind of mountainous home for you. If it's a cabin, if it's the fact you want to live away from everybody in the country by the lake, I really feel that you've got your own plot of land, fenced off. And that's something that you're focused on building, and you're doing work there. Yeah, I feel that in a literal way here with this Chariot card. I say we look at the mystery card and see how all of this might be tied together. Yeah. I know it's not going to be your power card because we already have your power card. Maybe this will be, maybe it'll be a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles, 9 or a 10 of Cups. I don't know. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we have. Oh, the Emperor. Yeah. Well, the Emperor is the discipline. The Emperor is the one that can be in control of all of these different facets of this thing. All of the different components that work together, all of the different feelings, right? All of the, this is really the discipline that you need to stay on this central path. To get this thing finished, to get to the top of this hill. It's like you're working your way up to your mountain home by the lake, right? And the Emperor is that discipline that you need to do this. Yeah. So I feel like it's going to happen, and I feel like this is the life that you've been dreaming of, that you've been waiting for, that you've been working for. Yeah, it's very, very good. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around for the extended, click on the link up here in the corner. Otherwise, there's a link down in the video description. Okay. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, but I'm here every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Come back and see me tomorrow. All right. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you are right now. Yeah. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.